A lot of people blame Sacramento and they blame Washington for our shortfalls, but in fact, for many years, the League of California Cities, as well as other organizations, have told our local elected officials that there would be a shortfall over the next few years. This is a trifecta year, and what that means is that there are three big things occurring. One is the general plan. The other thing is the Caruso project. And the last issue is the budget. The budget is very important because this year there have been statements made that there is a $90 million surplus. The $90 million surplus is not really a surplus. What it is, it's made up of two big funds, restricted reserves and unrestricted reserves. Right now in our city, we have $23 million of unrestricted reserves, so it's not a $90 million surplus as alleged by some candidates. The city of Walnut, which is half the size of the city of Arcadia, half the number of people, without the big mall or anything like that, has a $17 million unrestricted reserve. So really the $23 million unrestricted reserve really isn't that much. It's not horrible compared to other cities, but it's average, some would say below average. The city of Arcadia faced a shortfall of $2.6 million according to Don Penman. After the $2.6 million shortfall, they actually considered making changes to street sweeping, making changes to the cutting of trees, and even making changes in terms of closing the library on certain days of the week. Fortunately, that did not occur. One of my recommendations is to take our current contracts and renegotiate them with our vendors. Many vendors understand that the cities are going through a very difficult time. It is my belief that if we just make the offer to do so, we would be surprised that based upon the current business and economic climate, that these businesses would be more than willing to come back to the table, be able to sit down with the city of Arcadia, and get a more reasonable figure for their services. Another thing we need to do is to create a finance commission. There are many people in our city that do have a finance background. They do have a background in audit. And what we need to do is to bring them in under a commission, and every contract that goes through this city must pass through this commission. It is my belief that our citizens should not be left in the dark on what our surpluses are, what our restricted and unrestricted reserves are, and really where we can be able to improve our city and our city income and our city expenses.